Good day, I'm Tamara McHale and this is your JIS news for Monday, September 7. A Council of Economy has been established to drive the development of a regional economic zone involving the nations that are party to the Petrocaribe Agreement. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro made the announcement on Saturday following discussions at the 10th anniversary commemorative summit of the Petrocaribe Agreement in Montego Bay. President Maduro said that over the next 10 years, the Council of Economy would build on the achievements already made and charged leaders in attendance to give it their full support.
So that Council of Economy be at the face and have a colossal task before it of the next few years to do, and of this decade that we have stated, 2015, 2025, to achieve this, to transform then the economic, commercial reality as well as the financial one of all of the Caribbean in the next 10 years to create a powerful economic zone in the Caribbean region.
Under the Petrocaribe Agreement, Venezuela provides oil to member countries on preferential conditions. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller has hailed the achievements of the Petrocaribe Agreement, calling it a lifeline for struggling countries in the region. During her address to the Petrocaribe Summit, Mrs. Simpson-Miller said its impact on the economic independence of the region was significant. She pointed to the estimated $4 billion spent for the socio-economic development of participating countries. The money paid for 432 social projects to improve standard of living within the region.
Our meeting today underscores the pledge of the countries of the region to support each other as we explore available options for building our economies and securing the development of our people.
Mrs. Simpson-Miller added that the Petrocaribe Agreement would continue to ensure the energy security of the region while promoting greater trade and other cooperation. And the Prime Minister expressed Jamaica's gratitude for the Simone Bolivar Cultural Center at an official opening ceremony in downtown Kingston on Sunday. The center was paid for by the Venezuelan government and the Petrocaribe Development Fund.
It is intended to promote and develop cultural programs for a better understanding of Latin America and the Caribbean culture.
The center, located at North Parade, has a library, interpretation room, a language lab, multi-purpose room for lectures and performances, as well as administrative offices. The opening ceremony coincided with the 200th anniversary of Simon Bolivar's famous Carta de Jamaica, which paved the way for unity between Latin America and the Caribbean. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, who attended the ceremony, also laid a wreath at the Simon Bolivar statue located at Heroes Circle. In other news, pensioners and other members of the public who do business with government should expect shorter processing times for payments thanks to a new Treasury management system at the Accountant General's Department, AGD. The system rolled out in June, and officials say the AGD is now in charge of central cash management, which means it's making payments on behalf of all government ministries, departments, and agencies.
A lot of the Accountant General's processes have been manual for many years, so we are actually changing out those manual systems into a much more rigorous ICT centric operations.
Speaking at a JIS think tank last week, Ms. McIntosh explained the benefits for various groups, including pensioners whose checks can now be processed in 5 hours rather than the previous 5 weeks. Government is taking steps to broaden the tourism product by developing the Milk River Hotel and Spa in Clarendon and the Bath Fountain Hotel and Spa in St. Thomas. Tourism Minister Dr. Wickham McNeil says the Development Bank of Jamaica is to establish an enterprise team to guide the process. The 10-member enterprise team will make recommendations on the management of both properties. While that process is in train, some rehabilitation work is being done, targeting the west wing of the Milk River Hotel and Spa.
This expenditure of just over $50 million to renovate the west wing will include the demolition and alterations, the upgrading of the electrical systems, the ceiling and floor finishes, painting and decoration, plumbing installation, mechanical installation, and the replacement of leaking and damaged roof sheeting and frame.
Money for the project is coming from the Tourism Enhancement Fund. The work is slated to begin this week and last about a month. It's being done by C&D Construction and Engineering Company Limited under the supervision of the Tourism Product Development Company. And finally, the Education Ministry is reporting that most of the nearly 1,000 public schools opened without incident today. Education Minister Reverend Ronald Thwaite stopped by to check on a few corporate area schools this morning and gave the JIS an update.
All the reports so far are that most schools have done extremely well in starting up. There have been a few difficulties as usual, but we haven't had any major ones. And where there are problems of water, the regional offices have funds to assist principals with the trucking of water. Where there's a shortage of desks, please let us know as quickly as possible. And where there is still construction in process, please adjust as best you can and pardon the progress.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Tamara McHale. Thanks for watching.